Hey, hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. My name is Lucy and welcome to my channel. So on today I'm going to be showing you a simple task or a simple recipe for making cake or baking cake without an oven. So stay tuned. The first step here, I'm putting salt in the pan. This is the pan, or this is the sufuria that I'm going to be baking with. Remember, I'm not using an oven, so I'm going to use salt at the base of it. Then I cover with a lid, a metallic lid, and also you can use spoons, but I decided to use a lid depending with the size of the baking pan or the baking or the sufuria that you are going to be using. So you just put it. So I'll be using blender to ease my work. First of all, you see I'm putting my oil in the blender. I'm just piping the spillage, or I just need to make it look nicer. Then I'm going to be using 4 eggs. So you can see that I'm using my 4 eggs. I just put them in my blender. I found that when you're using a blender, it's very much easier than whisking using your bare hands, because that thing of whisking with your hands, it's quite tiresome. So using a blender, it's less time consuming, let me say it. So I decided to use a blender. So you can see that I'm preparing my eggs. Then I'll put in the blender. Then I'm going to be adding my next ingredient, which is milk. This is warm milk or at room temperature. Then I add sugar, 1 cup. I make sure that I'm mixing all of them. When you have kids, now you can imagine I don't have a lid for this blender, so I'm going to be using this to cup. So I'm blending and making sure that the mixture is thoroughly blended and well blended. That's what I'm trying to do. Then I'm going to add my vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon. Yes, I add it and make sure that just to add the vanilla taste, because I want my cake to be the vanilla. Then I blend again. Meanwhile, I'm keeping on checking if my pan is getting ready. On to the next step. This is flour. This is 2 cups of flour and sieved. This is baking powder, 1 teaspoon. You mix them. You make sure that you've mixed it well. So in this process, you make sure that you're doing things thoroughly and gently. You can use a whisk, or you can use the spoon that I'm doing. Then you add your mixture to your flour, and you make sure that your flour, you continue stirring it gently and making sure that you're mixing it very well, like what I'm doing. Remember, I told you that the easiest way to do is using a mixture here, or what do you call it, that machine for mixing, or you can use a whisk. For at this point, I looked for my whisk. I don't know where the babies or my babies had kept it. That's why I'm telling you, they just keep on doing some messes in my kitchen. But anyway, this is just motherhood, and they are learning things, keep on taking things and all that. So I'm trying to stir and making it to be smooth, and it's thoroughly mixed. until you don't have to see, or it's just ready to be baked. Make sure that all the time, or if you have ever cooked pancakes, do you know the mixture for pancakes, the one that is supposed to be very, very smooth, and it's something that is very fine and smooth? It's the same case you're going to do on your, when you're baking. You make sure that your mixture is very, very soft and fine, and that's what I'm trying to achieve when I'm trying to start on this. Guys, pardon my voice. I'm having a cold. I don't know, but I'm trying. And also, it's been so long since I did a voiceover. I'm almost even forgetting about it. But anyway, I hope you guys have been okay. You've been doing well. I know life hasn't been very easy for people, but we are trying in everything that we do. Okay, I'm now done doing that. On to the next step. I'm trying, you guys, I'm trying my best. The next you see me in a bigger kitchen, because this thing is literally making my life in kitchen very hectic. Like, I'm trying to do everything possible. I'm just trying to make it. Or when I'm cooking, my kitchen is just small. But anyway, we are going to get elevated and we get a bigger kitchen. That's what we are manifesting. Yeah. So guys, as I was asking, or I was saying, like, I know life hasn't been very easy for people, and we keep on pressing. It's not easy. Things are not going to last like that. So onto my step. This is the sufuria on my pan that I'm going to be putting my mixture, my cake. This is what I'm going to be baking with. So you ought to add or to put margarine or oil, depending on what you want. There are some people who put oil, but I decided let me put margarine on the side of you. Apply, you make sure that you smear it around your sufuria. This is to prevent the cake to be or to get sticky, or the moment that it starts heating, it's easily get to that point that it is sticky, because that mixture is sticky. It can get sticky, and you're not going to get your cake to be fine or nice. So to avoid that, apply margarine or oil. Make sure you smear very well. Make sure that you apply your sufuria well, and all sides and are covered with margarine or with oil. Yes, and this one is going to be very fine, just like what I'm showing you on this part. So guys, I'm doing this voiceover at night. That's why I think I'm sleepy. I've been very busy during the day, so pardon if you hear me or screaming or like I'm croaking or I'm doing some funny voice. I have a cold, very tired, fatigued and everything, but I had to do this. So on to next, I'm going to be adding flour on this to make sure that I'm trying to do, it's just to prevent so you don't have to put a lot of flour. So when you put the flour, you make sure that you eliminate the excessive flour that is sticking on your sufuria or your pan or your cooking pan or your baking pan, whichever. You make sure that it's just, I'm trying to eliminate. Look how it looks like. So I'm going to be putting my mixture in this pan or in this sufuria. I'm going to be subdividing the half of it, because I want a cake which is to add some flavor or color. I'm going to be using cocoa, the normal cocoa primo, or chocolate, drinking chocolate. So that's what I'm trying to divide. Then that is cocoa I put here, drinking chocolate I put there. So I'm trying to to achieve that zebra, this zebra kind of pattern in my cake. That's what I'm trying. You mix a bit of it. So on the mixture that you've subdivided, you add your cocoa, the pattern that you want, depending on the pattern that you want to create to your cake. That's what I'm trying. When you put your cocoa or your chocolate inside the chocolate mixture on the cake, or on the mixture that you put in your pan, you add the remaining to cover the cocoa that you just put. Again, I go in again with the pattern that I want to achieve, like that. It's just the pattern that you want, depending your preference. Then I'm going in again, make sure that I'm putting the rest until that I'm done with this process, until I'm done doing this, or I'm done, or this mixture is over. You can see that I'm almost winding up, or almost finishing baking, or not baking literally. I'm almost finishing with this process so that we can start baking. Remember, we are just in the initial steps. So I think I'm done. I'm just clearing my things here, the kitchen and everything. So this is my preheated oven for today. Not necessarily an oven, this is my sufuria, and it's very hot. Yes, you can see how hot it is. Then you put your mixture inside that. So that mabati, or that metal, it's just to act as an insulator in between the salt or the sufuria. It's just necessary to prevent excessive heat. So then you cover. There are some people who just cover even the sufuria that you've just put your mixture, which is depending with you. Then you know how these pots, they have that smoker hole, so you just have to cover it to prevent air going in. And then you just have to put your mixture onto the gas, and you just allow it to cook for around 45 minutes. Yeah. So guys, that it is for today. I'm going to show you the pictures. I was unable to take a video of the cake because of I got held up, but the cake turned out very fine. I wanted to show people that it's just possible for you to bake without an oven, so feel free to try. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.